now that you've learned how to make various types of coils, I'm going to teach you how to get started with your coil pot. So the base of our coil pot is going to be a slab, so it's nice and sturdy. That's what we built our tiles off of. So if you look at the example piece that I have, this is a slab. It's not a coil that I wrapped up. Okay, so again, I'm going to wedge my clay a little bit, get all the air bubbles out. Remember, I can hit it on the table. So depending on how big your base is, you want more or less clay than what I have. I'd say this is a pretty small base, but it will make the size that I already have. Like this one, it would be enough to make this. So look at your sketch. Obviously it's 2D, but think about, you know, what is the overall shape of your piece, okay? So when you are rolling your clay, never do it on the table or like laying flat slabs on here because it will stick to the table. So make sure it's on your board when you do this part. So to get it nice and even, I'm going to put the two boards to the side, or the two sticks, I'm sorry, and roll that clay back and forth. Okay, once I have the slab, then I can cut out my shape. Okay, so you can draw it in first if you want to get what you need. I made mine more oval. A lot of these will probably be more circular, but maybe it's not. I don't know really why I said that. It really can be any shape that you want. So I have my little drawing on there. I like it. Just gonna take my clay knife or my butter knife and cut around to get that shape. Okay. So now I have a nice oval piece to start with. So the last video I showed you some of the coils, how to make those, and now I can show you how to start attaching those. So I have the vertical ones, and you can see here again that I did that. So anytime, it's super important, anytime you're attaching these coils, two coils, you need, or to your base or two coils on that are below it, it is vital that you scratch, because the coils aren't blended on the outside. They tend to be weaker if you do not do these steps. So get that nice and scratched up. Going to add some water here. Since this side is blended, I want that side to be on the inside. So I'm kind of making slip with the water and the clay. So I'm going back and scratching it again, and you can see it's kind of making slip on the surface. Okay, so I would scratch just a little bit where it's going to connect. And when I put that on there, I'm not just gonna stick it and leave it. I do wanna kind of wiggle it, okay? And then I'm going to just blend the tiniest bit at the bottom up into the coil. And then on the inside, if it isn't already blended, you wanna make sure you blend that part. And then take the wooden tool and pull some of that clay from the inside of the base into there, okay? Now it's sturdy, strong. It's gonna look messy at first once I get all this started, but as I was working, once I finished a whole ring around, I took a paintbrush and smoothed it out, and I did the same for up here as well. So just make sure as you're going, you're smoothing a little bit. It's not only gonna make it nicer looking, it's gonna make it stronger as well, okay? So as we come to roadblocks and whatnot, I will make more videos on like tips and tricks, but let's say you wanted to connect this piece to here. Again, we're going to be slipping and scoring it and attaching this. Okay, so we're just going to wiggle that on there and stick it. And you can blend it from the back side to get that connection on there really strong. Okay, and I would, sorry I didn't show you this, I should have blended these two sides just the littlest, just a little bit, make sure they're wet. Or slipped and scored, I said blended, sorry. I will blend them now. So on the inside, it should look really smooth. Okay, so it should somewhat look like this. On the outside, you can see all my coils are still showing. And once I clean this up with a paintbrush, this is gonna start looking really nice. Okay, let me know if you have questions, guys.